Peter Gregory Obi, a candidate for the Labour Party's presidency, has been advised by former Aviation Minister Femi Kayode, a spokesperson for the Tinubu-Shettima Presidential Campaign Committee, to leave Nigeria and never bother to return. It will be noted that in a recent post, the former governor Anambra State indicated unequivocally that he was being pressured to leave the nation by some forces in the opposition party. Peter Obi made the claim while attempting to refute a claimed audio recording of a conversation between him and Bishop David Oyedepo, the founder and senior pastor of the Living Faith Church. Peter Obi would be better off leaving the country and never coming back. According to Femi Kayode, in a post on his official Twitter account, he received advice to act quickly from Femi Kayode. My viewers are towards your reaction to this as Femi Kayode, a spokesperson in the Tinubu campaign organization, called on the Labour Party presidential candidate to leave the country and never return. Let's look at the comment section to see what we have in the comment section. Plus 2, the rest are star here. It says, please, Mr. Criminal FFK, it's you that will leave this country and never come back because you stole from this country, never even bother to returning back because the way I'm seeing you, you will still steal more. Okay? Say the way I'm seeing you, you will still steal more. Emmanuel Jitobo says you want him to leave so that you can have peace. Why are you so scared of a harmless man? Okay? Then Ayula Kolawole, yes, to Emmanuel says he should leave. We don't want a tribalistic or someone who will set the country ablaze. Guest here says, Femi, anytime you remember that 2 billion naira you stole, your mind go cut. Don't worry, you go vomit am one day. Guest here says, this man is so irritative and addictive. Gerald says, you are an agent of darkness, and darkness has no power over light. You will soon get your reward very soon or soonest. Evil doers, God will disappoint you people. You are one of the evil ones that Psalms petition to the Lord. In Psalm 35 from 1 to the end of it, God still on his throne. Say in Psalm 35 from verse 1 to the end of it, God still on his throne. God still on his throne. Okay? Then GTF Oluoke here says, FFK, do you think before... Okay, say FFK, do you think before you talk? I suggest you go to Yaba, left for medical rehabilitation. So I suggest you go to Yaba, left for medical rehabilitation. Emmanuel, as he says, Kayode talks as if he is insane. He need to see a psychiatrist. Then guest here says, God Almighty must punish FFK and his entire generation. God Almighty must punish FFK and his entire generation. Then G24 says, no peace for the wicked, no peace for the wicked. Mark Ekikere says, your father country, not Peter Obi, father too. Big fool. Kanu says, this FFK is becoming so incoherent and irresponsible by the day. Can someone stop him from drifting further lest he crashes beyond repair? Maureen Onoriobe says, FFK, you leave the country, Mr. Stomach Infrastructure. Anthony says, your generation. Okay? Then Ignatius Uloka says the FFK cannot bully our presidential candidate like he bullies his wife and household. Obi is not your mate. Corrupt people like you cannot dictate for a man being led by God. Ifeoma Okeke says, please, Mr. Man, shut your bloody mouth up. Say, Mr. Man, okay, say, please, Mr. Man, shut your bloody mouth up. Nigeria not be his country. Una think say na everybody una go mess up with and go free. Okay, Baba J says, sorry sir, Mr. Femi, did your father give birth to Nigeria, or who did you think you are? Please, I respect you a lot. Silas Haruna says, that is great, and who are you to ask him to run away from his country, yet the authorities are quiet over this malfeasance. Okay, then Snip 4 says, Mumu FFK, soon we will see who is going to run away from this country. Stay tuned as we take more report, please. Okay, then Emeka here says, useless words of a political nomad, worthless saying of a political hypocrite and opportunist. Plus 2 to the rest are starters says, Obi goes nowhere, you will leave instead criminals. Obi goes nowhere, you will leave instead criminals. Then another here from Innocent Uwa says, how about all in the name of politics? We will know who will leave the country, either a drug lord or a man who stole aviation fund, or a harmless innocent man. Evil will never subdue good as long as Christ lives. Then from Felix Obi says, I think you are talking to yourself. You are the appropriate one to leave. Then Ogbona Kanu says, a foolish and hungry man's advice. Baba P says, it's people like you, FFK, that should have escaped out of the country. If it were to be in a sane country, Nigeria is a banana republic. That's why a morally bankrupt like you can be talking just to secure a political appointment in Tinubu's government. And this is all we can take for now. Thanks and God bless. Ensure you subscribe to our channel and spread the report across on these platforms. Bye for now. Thanks for listening. Okay.